You know what I was watching last night? A special on, or a biography. They actually did an interview. This profiler sat down and did an interview with Joel Rifkin. Remember Joel Rifkin?
Sure do.
He was the guy from, was it Elmont or?
Long Island, right?
Yeah.
Camera guy.
I think Elmont, somewhere around there, on Long Island. And he would kill prostitutes.
Oh.
Killed like 20 of them. And
you know what? The way you were saying that sounded like he was a good guy. Like, I didn't know who he was. It's like, okay, who's this guy?
Fantastic gentleman this man was.
You know what? He didn't have a third name. That's what threw me off. It's usually
Joel Rifkin.
Joel Dewey Rifkin.
And like they showed the older pictures of him when he was doing the murders, and then they had him now sitting there. He's just like an old guy.
Really?
Sitting there. Well, he's getting old.
Mm-hmm.
And
in jail?
Yeah, in jail. And then they're asking him, what do you do? He goes, well, I do this, I do that. He's in jail, enjoying his life in jail.
No one fucks with him because he's old.
Well, we talk about it. It becomes your life.
Like, you think about
these
jail.
These guys don't really suffer in jail. It just becomes their life.
When you haven't been in jail, or you've been in jail for a short period of time, you don't understand, I guess, the mindset of being in there for, let's say, 25 years. After 5-6 years, you're probably going, this is my life.
You do not. It does not rehabilitate you. It just makes you fucking.
It's like
it just becomes what it is.
After the first second of going, all right, I'm not going to get stabbed to death or raped to death.
Yeah.
Right.
But then you hear people going, I'd rather see him in prison rotting in prison. It's like, you know what?
Not many of these guys
TV.
rot in prison. He's
got a job. He's fucking talking, made friends. He's doing things. It's fucking prison. You're stuck in one place.
A really nice TV, too, where you can see the tubes.
Well, if you're able to...
They put the glass on there so you can't hide a shank.
If you're able to watch LeBron James's announcement, you're not suffering in jail.
No, you're not suffering.
If you're able to watch whatever the fuck's going on in the world on TV, how are you suffering?
And that's why I am all for the death penalty, because,
But it costs more people.
And it's like, that's
a weird thing, man. I'm not for the death penalty.
I love the death penalty.
Not because I don't want to see a motherfucker dies who might deserve it. It's just the fact of, so I kill somebody, now who's killing me? Like,
the state is killing you.
And the state is it's a bunch of people. I just don't want people doing shit to me.
Big fan of the death penalty.
We've agreed that
fan.
You're a big fan of it.
Huge fan.
Oh yeah, you get you
Huge
fucking read
fan.
some stories about first degree murder and child murders and shit like that, and the guy did it. It's not even a question of fucking circumstantial evidence. It's like, why the fuck is this guy?
I think you should be an official atheist, by the way. If you can't have any God in your life if you're going to be if you execute, you have to not believe in God.
What about
to do
a
that.
power, some type of cosmic gelatin power thing that you believe in?
You can't have any spirituality.
No, I'm not even talking.
And fucking be a part of the death
I think
penalty.
you can. You can't have a good bad God. You can't have you're good, you're gonna go to good place, you're bad, you're going to go to bad place, God. But you could have something like, there was this big fucking cosmic cloud that made everything and made life and shit.
I do apologize. I will say this. Those goddamn Muslims supposedly believe in God, and their death penalties are the least God. Maybe they're closer to the Bible than, maybe they're, wait, I'll take that back. Cause I'm stoning a bitch that's buried up to her neck.
How do you
it's close to Bible.
Right. How do you protect yourself if you're buried up to your neck and people are throwing rocks at you?
That sucks, man.
Stoning a bitch buried up to her fucking neck.
The best you can do is blink your eyes and hope that protects you.
You just see that rock come flying towards your face and you can't.
You do nothing but blink right when
you shut your eyes tight and wrinkle your nose.
And they probably wouldn't even allow you to do that. They'd probably make sure your eyes are wide open so you could really see the rock nail you in the head.
And you couldn't even shrug your shoulders like you just stuck. You're trying to fucking. You've never seen how important lips are until somebody's trying to stone you buried up to your fucking.
Try to push your cheek forward a little bit.
As your sentence.
Yeah.
Like that, I guess. Look, I believe in.
You know what? I like that shit too. I like that shit too. Why not? Some fucking child murderer.
But it's so many mistakes. It's so many death penalty mistakes, man. It's just like, they find out a lot. Look in Detroit at some point, they had to let everybody off death row because it was so many people that were not supposed to be there after corruption and all that shit. They like, we got to let everybody off because no one's supposed to be here. So we got to just stop from right now.
Yeah,
no death penalty. I think it was Detroit because it was so corrupt. So that's what I'm saying. It's so final. A lot of people might not have deserved it. I mean, the Gary Gilway or Gilmore, or whatever. There's some guys, if they did what they did, yeah, you can. I'm not against it on a level like, oh, poor guy. I'm against it that it might be some innocence and who's killing you. If God was like, boom, no problem.
That's why the appeals last so fucking long, though, to make sure, like, you're not killing some guy that didn't do the shit.
And then you got guards doing this shit. You got regular people.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Yeah. We got a guy that actually has 2 family members doing life and very pissed off at us. Renee?
Hey, what's going on? Freaking Nancy Grace and James Blaze Mitchell over there.
All right, shut up, girl name. Shut up, girl name Renee. You fucking girl name.
Wait a minute. Wait, let me find out for a second. Hold
on, Renee.
So, Renee, are we all wrong or just these two?
Well, obviously.
No, actually, I think you're usually right, but these 2 idiots. Listen, I got
these 2 pussies.
All right, Susan, what?
Wait, you have 2 family members that are doing life. Renee.
Yeah, Renee.
You lost Renee?
I don't know.
Where'd he go?
Renee.
Hey, you fucking fag. Renee.
He's gone.
That's it.
Call back Renee.
Renee's probably a criminal because he has 2 fucking family members in jail.
What's your brother's name? Charlotte? You fruit. Girly name.
He has 2 family members doing life.
Yeah,
and he's mad at us. Holy shit.
Yeah, this guy's a gangster. It's in his blood.
Oh, fuck. Renee, call back.
Leave Renee alone.
Yeah.
Because that's why a lot of people are dead, because they tease about and he wouldn't change his name either. He doesn't even have a nickname like Brutosaurus. It's like fucking, he actually called in as Renee.
Renee.
Call back. I want to make nice with Renee.
Fucking crazy Renee.
Don't take that call.
This one? Oh, okay, I know why.
That's, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want that wrecked.
Yeah, that's true. You know, you're right.
And that's, what's going to happen.
You're absolutely right. Where were we before Renee scared the shit out of us?
We're just a death penalty. I mean, it's just, look, I'm not against that shit on a
Oh, all right. How about this
punishment level?
Anthony in New York, he knows a little something about Charles Manson. How do you know something about Charles Manson?
All right. Well, first off, hey, what's up, guys? First off, I got a good friend who was in the military, who did a tour in Iraq in 2003. So when he got back, he told me, well, as everybody knows, Charles Manson, he's still alive. He avoided the death penalty, and I forget it, in like the 70s or something, because there was a certain clause. It was a rule in California.
Yeah, we know. They repealed the death penalty.
And he got life. That.
Okay, continue.
They were going to kill him, and then,
yeah.
He got lucky.
Here's the deal. I know y'all would think this is crazy. This is true, though. Right before we went to Iraq in 2003, they came to him. The CIA has started, like, operation, and they wanted to use him in Iraq. He had the opportunity to be free. And they came to him and said, here's what we want you to do.
What?
We want you to go to Iraq and act as one of them and, I guess have him dress up in the clothes or whatever and act as like an ambassador and try and get out Hussein. And they wanted to use him to talk to the people because, he's a very smart man. He's got a crazy high IQ and he speaks a lot of languages. They wanted to use him over there.
Opie, did you get that baby carry thing as a gift, or did you have to buy it?
It's a true story.
Did you get it as a gift or have to buy it?
Saddam Hussein.
A guy has a gift.
With his swastika cut in his head.
It was behind Bush's back. They wanted to use him over there.
Because he's stable and he would do exactly what the government wants of him.
We're not going to do it.
Gotta turn off that awful music and play Helter Skelter.
It's an operation that was starting. And we want you to
do we just hang up on him? What do we do?
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Wait a minute, but listen, I'm a conspiracy theorist. It's very interesting that he's saying this. I mean, it's possible, but it's a lot of. What is he goes over there and they tell him to pretend he's an Arab with that fucking voice he got?
Yeah, what?
They wanted to pretend he was an Arab, and they wanted to speak to all the Arab people in his language and get them to move or travel. Or
I'm gonna be honest, man. Guys with this accent I never seem to think they're crazy.
They had a covered plan. I promise. I swear to God. I don't know if it's on documents because the whole thing was scrapped. But I got a good friend in the military. He's not a conspiracy theorist, but he told me
got a good friend.
Like, yeah. He said
that would come out. This is the reason.
I got nothing to lie about.
This is the reason I
fucking believe it.
This is the reason I don't believe in UFOs.
Yeah.
I don't believe in anything like I believe in government shit to a degree, a large degree. But a lot of this shit you can't hide. Like you hear you saying a friend of mine said the Charles Manson play. Now that's a low level conspiracy thing. Is Charles Manson. So at this point, this is why I'm having trouble with JFK and a lot of that stuff because if somebody is gonna say something, no one can keep alien secret. No one can even keep Operation fucking Charlie Manson.
By the way, Operation Charlie Manson. I like
Operation Charlie Manson has to be the dumbest fucking thing.
Oh no,
I've ever heard.
Anthony, hold on a second. You're there?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. David in Oklahoma wants in on this one. David.
Yeah, I think that guy's been listening to Alex Jones a little too much. I mean, that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's the dumbest thing, but guess what? It's the type of stuff that people like you say it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, which is why they do shit and get away with it, because regular people like you think, nah, it won't happen. It won't happen.
Everything.
Right?
Well, who's your buddy in the Army? Is he some low-level private that thinks he knows everything? He's got the inside scoop on nothing?
No, he drops on people like you every day.
Is your buddy the chef at some barracks in the middle of the desert? Is that where you're getting this info from? I mean,
go get some
that is the most ludicrous fucking thing, dude.
Shut the fuck up.
You know what though? Is there any place you can send anybody that has this anywhere? That's the thing. When you say my buddy told me, that's where it gets fucked up. But you got to have a place to like Alex Jones, man. They always have a place to send you.
The guys that do. By the way, the guys that have. The guys that
you got two guys arguing on the phone.
Hold on, I'll fade them down a minute. The guys that have that info aren't going to tell their buddies.
No,
that's how the CIA works. They don't have fucking guys just going, oh my God, I got to tell my buddies back home.
Hey, who is your buddy?
Yeah, who's your buddy, Anthony?
And trust me, man.
Who's your buddy?
All those posts and those pages and those stamps, guys.
Would you listen to me for a second? Who's your buddy? What does he do? What's your buddy's? Hey, dude. Hey, Anthony. What does your buddy do? Like, what line of the military is he in that he even was privy to this information?
He schemes on people's. He pulls up IP addresses on regular people like you and me. He listens to our conversations. If he gets a flag, like if you're texting a buddy,
I had a fucking buddy that told me that, man.
This is
people listen to you.
So they listen to me. During my phone calls and shit?
I mean, it's Operation Big Brother. You heard of that, right?
They do listen to you. Calls for buzzwords like "fuck the president" and "I'm gonna blow up this and that."
I read about Big Brother in 1984.
That's like 1984 all over again.
Yeah. All right, David, thank you. Let me go to shit. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Let me go to Cassius in Brooklyn. Cassius, you're on with Anthony in New York.
Oh, thank God! Yeah, he's so brilliant. It's just such the most ridiculous story. Manson is not multilingual. He doesn't know anything other than English.
That's what I'm saying.
How do you know?
And he's people know what he looks like.
Prove it.
But yeah, he's got a swastika carved into his forehead. You send a guy like that to do diplomatic work? This is so asinine. So fucking
it's very asinine, which is why they do something like that. Expect people like you not to believe it. Come on.
Can you imagine if that ever got out? Like that the president was using Charles Manson?
Was behind Charles Manson?
Bunch of Arabs around a campfire. He fucking
No way I'm not doing that.
He'll have some Arabs going to kill us.
If it gets out, how are we going to look? Of course he said no. But the CIA was working on this about a couple of months before Operation whatever in 2003, right before we went to Iraq.
You know what, Cassius? He makes a good point. What do you got on that?
Jeez.
Oh yeah, it's such a solid point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say this about anyone. You could say they were trying to let anybody out of prison to do something like this, and then you just say, it's because common people like us wouldn't believe it, that's why they would do it.
So anything ridiculous is viable because we wouldn't believe it? Is that it?
Wait, Anthony's got a question. Go, Anthony.
Hi, Cassius. You remember the Iceman, right?
The Iceman?
The Iceman from New Jersey, yeah.
Yeah.
He killed over 100 people. He killed them in all these sick ways. He ice picked them, stabbed them, he shot them.
All right, whatever. Go forward.
Yeah, you don't remember him, man. Do your mafia history. All right, man, why do you think he's still alive? Let me ask you that.
Oh, good question. Okay. He's got you there, Cassius. Yeah.
What, is this a person who's locked up currently?
Yeah.
I mean, he's locked up. He does a fucking interview on Dateline every year. It's like an anniversary thing. And the media gets a fucking kick off this guy, man. They get a hard on off this dude because he's such a fucking genius. They won't kill him.
Well, there's all sorts of criminals we have locked up who
aren't being killed.
What does that prove? That proves nothing.
It proves a lot, man. You gotta wake up.
All right, man. Right on, Cassius. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you to
But I'm telling you.
All right, hold on, Anthony.
Half of the shit that
all right.
I'm trying to tell y'all, but y'all don't want to.
Anthony, shut the fuck up for a second. Shut up. Shut up.
Wait, he might say something good here.
The whole 9/11 thing. Y'all look crazy not to give that any kind of weight. Come on.
All right, listen.
Come on. You don't think we responsible?
A lot of people do, though.
Hold on. Anthony, I'm trying to shut you up because I got a guy backing you up. We got Dana in Boston. You're on with Anthony in New York.
Boys, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I got you, Dana.
What up,
I want to let you guys know that my brother's in the Air Force.
Yep.
And he heard that they're going to hire Jeffrey Dahmer to go to Area 51 and talk to the aliens. Fucking John Travolta sound a retard.
Anthony, comment. He called you a John Travolta sounding retard.
Hey, what was his name? His name
Dana. Dana.
Hey, Dana. Hey, fuck you and the Boston Red Sox in your fucking bitch-ass name, bitch-ass nigga. Dana,
oh, damn.
His name is Dana. Niggas to be calling from Boston. I'm sorry about that, Patrice, man. You cool, though, but, fuck Dana.
Well, you didn't have to use the N-word.
Come on, Patrice isn't a bitch ass.
Yeah, really.
And he used it in the correct context. There's emotion behind it.
I won't worry about it.
What are you going to do?
Anthony, Derek in Alabama. Derek, you're on with Anthony in New York.
Hey, yeah, why would they send him over to Iraq to listen to our phone calls? Can't they just do that from here?
No, they're doing that from here, but
yeah, he has a point though. You can't just dismiss him. It's possible.
You can completely dismiss this guy.
Get the hell out of here,
Maybe Operation Charles Manson could be with someone else though. Because people say this a lot. They say this a lot. Why are you wasting regular lives and filling up these jails? There's 2 million people in jail, some shit. And it's like, why not send a couple of them over? And they might be looking into that, giving these guys choice. They do it. They do it on these shows where they give
Dirty
you,
Dozen.
but they give these kids a choice. You go to jail for the rest of your life, or you go to this boot camp. I'm sure there's some prisoners, right? They go, okay, we're going to transfer. You seen Con Air? You go, I'm going to transfer these sick motherfuckers to this prison we just built.
Yeah.
All right. Don't have a family. The guy's been in jail 10 years. Fucking no visitors. They go, listen, you could do this for us. Go into this training, this Clockwork Orange kind of shit. And we're going to send you over to Iraq and do some clandestine work. You can't dismiss, you can't just say fuck that because he's right. The point is, you can't just
Charles Manson thing.
I agree with the possibility of things that happen that we don't believe that they can exist.
Scandal.
It's funny that he says Charles Manson. Charles Manson's just a funny guy to say. But if he said this,
70 years old,
right,
swastika,
right.
He sits there and makes scorpions out of people's
Operation
hair.
Charles Manson could exist somehow.
Listen, we got Bonnie in D.C. I got 2 really good calls here. First one is Bonnie. Bonnie in D.C., go ahead.
Hey, how come when the other guy, Cassius, called in and said, Charles Manson doesn't even speak a lot of English, has made a legitimate point, and this other dude, Anthony, his answer was, prove it, and that was it. Well, you prove something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It is, Anthony. You don't have any, you're not, it's hard to say. I mean, I've heard some things that make sense. A friend of mine told me why they have you bend down when planes crash and put your head between your knees.
Yeah.
It's so your neck cracks, so you won't suffer. You know, it makes sense. But he's like, hey, I got some information. I'm like, well, where you get that from?
Because your friend told you it's gospel?
Right, it's hard to...
The only reason why I'd have the balls to call up and even like and comment on that, to say that, is because, well, is my buddy who works in the military. He does the whole, the whole eavesdropping thing, like the whole, like. I'll put it like this.
So he heard.
Oh man, the military picked the wrong guy to eavesdrop. The guy was going to tell everybody that he's the eavesdropper.
Ooh, girl, you hear what happened?
Right.
Yeah. Now I'm just going to make a quick point, and then I'll punch out though.
Hold on, you can't. Hold on. Before you make your quick point, Sea Wedge in Massachusetts, and then we'll end with you making your point. Go ahead, Sea Wedge.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, yeah, I imagine this whole Charles Manson thing actually was going to happen, and it went down like it did on Team America, where they, stuck shit on his face, and Dirk Muhammad Jihad, it happens just like that.
Yeah, a lot of people commenting that this sounds a lot like Team
America.
Yeah,
Team America.
Yeah, very good, Sea Wedge. All right, your point, Anthony.
I'll put it like this. But this guy, and the only reason why I would think it's credible is because what this guy does, he does intel. Like, I can't say everything what he does.
Oh, sure, he did.
This is so dangerous, though, to do what you're doing, though, Anthony. I think you should stop, because at some point somebody's going to look for you and say, who's your friend?
They already looking for me. I'm ready. I got a whole barrel of guns. I'll be ready to go in the mountains if the shit pops off. Oh, I'm been paranoid because I know they're looking for me. They ain't gonna get me though.
And you're not, and you all of this, and you pay $14.95 a month for Sirius Radio. Like you're fucking, you have enough collected that you just listen to morning radio every morning just to chill out. Guns ready to die and fucking Sirius XM, motherfucker. That's the new commercial. I'm ready to die and Sirius XM.
While the government's burning down your house, you'll have classic rewind at least to listen to.
Look, Charles Manson is what fucked him up, but if you had to say I can see. It's possible to me. I mean,
he believes this shit.
To us every day when we don't think it. All these high-tech phones, the iPhones 4 and all this stuff, if you punch in the right word, it doesn't matter if you're on your internet, it doesn't matter if you're on your cell phone.
Yeah.
If you punch in a keyword, a flag comes up, and what they do is, it doesn't matter what base or where they at, but your IP address comes up, and they pull your IP address on your phone or your internet.
You don't sound crazy to me,
Anthony. I got my iPhone up right now. Okay, right.
But the people that want to do harm to us, hold on. The people that want to do harm to us would speak in code. They wouldn't just fucking make it that blatant.
Yeah, they would.
Oh, fucking no, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would. If you text a friend, I can't stand Obama. Okay, that's one thing. If you text a friend, I can't stand Obama, I hope he gets blown up in his meeting at Massachusetts as soon as he lands at the airport.
But you just said that.
Dude, I believe it. I
know what he's going to say. Listen to this.
You just said it. So now you're flagged. You're flagged, right?
You just flagged yourself.
That's why I'm pushing it on. I'm going to go fucking hide somewhere.
All right, you just said it. They got your IP right now.
Now they got your shit.
Yeah, they got me. But
he just ruined his whole
but he's not worried about it.
that.
He's ready to kill everybody.
That's true.
As he listens to fucking Asia.
Jesus Christ, man.
That guy is batshit crazy. Batshit crazy with this fucking...
I don't think so.
Come on.
Yeah,
Charles
but a
Manson.
batshit crazy guy explained to me why bread is bad. Like, a homeless guy's just screaming why bread is bad. And I go, this makes a lot of sense. Or a crazy man, I've heard, the only person I've ever heard to make space travel make sense. Like the how do you space travel quickly? You know, what's the science of it? It was crazy people. It's not like Dr. Kaku when he called. He's a nut. Like he's not a a regular dude, man. He's insane, but
he's not saying his friend. Like his
come
whole
on,
story.
Patrice.
Do you think a guy
Charles
that is
Manson's
in military
kinda,
intelligence?
whatever,
He has a swastika in the middle of his forehead.
I know, but Operation Charles Manson is could be. I'm just saying.
Kind of stands
Without
out.
him.
Hold on.
Some young fucking...
Let Anthony wrap this thing up.
Do you think this fucking guy has a friend in intelligence that knows him? Now, he knows him well enough because he's his friend. He's like, hey, my buddy Anthony, you know the loudmouth motherfucker, Anthony, that babbles all kinds of shit? I'm in military intelligence to the point where I know all kinds of shit that they're doing. Let me tell my dopey friend Anthony that fucking blabs it out to everybody.
I absolutely agree with you, okay? And here's the thing I'll add. I think a friend told me when you're dealing with a guy like this, is that his friend is him. And I think he might be, if he's
fucking
has the
Tyler Durden shit.
Yeah, if he has the ideas, I mean, if he's saying that he has guns and he's waiting for this shit, he's, he might be listening to certain things, and then you elaborate. Cause you when you're crazy, you do crazy things. Sometimes I catch myself daydreaming, like we was talking about. About things, and it becomes very real to daydream, and you make it make sense, and you make it fucking in your head.
You gotta make it work.
I think he doesn't have a friend. And I think that he made it up.
Guys,
out of his fucking mind.
That entire time, Renee called back from New Mexico.
Oh, Renee!
And hopefully having him on hold for 20 minutes calmed him down a little bit.
Yeah, what happened,
I'm
Renee?
Renee.
Hey, what's going on?
Now let's talk about this man to man.
Okay, listen.
You have hold on, because people are just tuning in. You have two family members that are doing life in prison, and you got. Hold on, I'm just setting up. Hold on, I'm setting up the whole thing for you, Renee, and then you can talk as long as you want. And we have said many times in the show, and it's not just us saying it. We've actually talked to guys that have been in the joint for a very long time. We have a nice fan base with guys that are in jail or
incarcerated fans,
or have done many years, and they agree with us. They said after a while, jail just becomes your life, and you're not really suffering as much as the average person would think.
Well, most of your callers agree with everything you guys say, so that really doesn't mean anything.
All right.
But,
all right. Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I've got a cousin doing 25 to life. He deserves it. And I got a nephew doing 40 to life. He deserves it. And I got another nephew who's getting out in a couple of weeks, and he just took some kind of ice pick to the ear.
Some fucking family you got there.
Now. Yeah, they're nuts. But anyways, that's another point. And they call me, or I go see them and write to them here and there. I don't go see them all the time because they're in California now. But they're miserable, man. They're like sad, run down, depressing people.
I'm not saying it's a great place. I'm just saying it becomes your life. No one's rotting away in prison like the family of the victim likes to think someone's rotting away in prison. They're living their life. They adapt to this situation and live.
Have to fight every day almost to freaking get to your day and watch. You don't
gotta fight every day. And you know what? It's mundane. It's fucking routine. It's like everyone that gets up for their stupid job every morning and then comes home to a naggy wife or whatever the fuck it is. It's just another mundane, routine life that these guys live.
Yeah, we're not saying that it's the most exciting thing.
No,
in the
but
world,
they're eating. They're fucking. And just like in society, there are bad motherfuckers that can fuck you up.
So you don't want him to eat, Anthony? Is that your deal?
No, I didn't say that at all.
The drug users.
I just said violent criminals that perpetrate horrid crimes against humanity do not deserve to live in a place that is adaptable, that they can then adapt to. They need horrid places. They need places where they have to work too much, where they suffer every day and have to really think about what they did every day.
I will say though, thinking back to what we were saying, I think we were approaching it with free man's tongues. Like, I think what you're doing right now it makes sense to explain it. It wasn't, the context wasn't, man, fuck, prison is just simple.
We're not saying that at all.
It's just as you after 5 or 6 years, the point being, it stops being what, you don't live like the suffering of a man in prison after 5 years. You're living.
5 years, you're not the guy on day one when that fucking
and that's not saying that is happiness. It's just an adapt.
You adapt.
You're not horrified like you were on day one.
We've adapted to our environment
sir.
here at Sirius XM, haven't we?
Yeah. What's up, sir?
Last week, you come on the radio and you go, yeah, I had a cop party. Well, I had nothing but cops there. You know how faggy you sound when you said that? Well, I had a cop
Why?
party.
Because I had a bunch of cops over my house?
No, because, like, you think that impresses us? Like, hey, I had a cop party.
No, it was a party with cops there. Dumb fucking cunt. Renee girl name. Hey, twat. Hey, you fucking bullshit twat cunt. I was talking about a party that people were at that were cops. I wasn't saying it to impress the likes of fucking Renee and his fucked up dysfunctional prison family. Go fuck yourself. I hope they all get shanked. I hope they all get shanked. I hope they get shanked and fucked up the ass by big black guys. Go fuck your mother. Fuck your whore mother. Fuck your whore mother. Or is she in prison too? Renee, you pussy cunt. You pussy fuck. Fuck you, Renee. Fuck you, faggot. Fuck you, fag. Good. You with your shitty family. Your shitty prison burden family. You're burden. Your family's a burden. Girl name. What's your cousin Kathy in for? What's he in for?
He's gone.
You fag.
Why'd you have to say black cock in front of Patrice? Did you really have to go
there?
there?
No one likes black cock in their ass.
We're not the only one raping in prison. Is it possible?
Yeah, really.
Jesus Christ! You could have went to Latino there.
You could have kept it PC friendly for
You could even went to fucking Aryan, the Aryan Brotherhood. You watch these shows.
When it comes to prison rape, blacks are the scariest. Everyone's afraid of the black prison rape.
Black and rape is the going trend.
No, it's just the big.
Because you guys got the biggest
image of the big
so
cock.
it would
Although
hurt
any
more.
cock going in your ass in prison ain't gonna
Let
be
me tell
good.
you something. The pinky rape gang is scary, nigga. Like anything that's trying to go in your ass against your will.
The urologist gang is it's not fun either. You're right.
Playing hard to get. I like that.
But Anthony goes black cock, and Patrice just fucking throws his hands up in the air like, of course you had to go there.
You just gotta go black cock. The sisters, thank you. What about the sisters?
The sisters are badass. Yeah, you gotta watch that
What about
shit.
the fucking sisters, man?
I just
You
want to
need
say,
a friend?
I just want to say Renee made some great points
I
in his
could be
phone
your
call.
friend.
Opie is your friend.
Renee's a faggot. Fuck that asshole and his dysfunctional burden prison family. With his fucking, this one's in for 25. He deserves it. And this one's in for 40 to life. He deserved it. Shut up. Tell us what they did then, you fucking savage family.
How many listeners
Asshole.
of this show do you think don't like the show?
Oh, a lot.
And but listen.
How many people
'cause
work here don't like this
He
show?
doesn't like you. He went to some other shit.
There's
Yeah,
a
he
weird
did.
group
You
of
bug him.
Patrice, I'll answer your question. There's a weird group of fans, I'll put in quotes, that just want to hate. They listen to hate. It's
That
like they're
guy
not
is
really
in a whole
fans of
other
the
category,
show.
though. I wish I knew what he was saying, but I couldn't let him get a word in. I had to talk about
Well, we're gonna have to-
horrible shit.
Could
But
someone go listen to the phone
decipher
call? Because I think
what
he probably
was
said
saying.
some horrible things.
What was he trying to say to me? is
Some
what
about I
didn't
know
get.
you live and
Oh, was it? Yeah,
I've been there already.
I was at your party.
I was at your party.
Can we
I know the cop's name.
Can we summarize? I mean, obviously, not everyone doing hard time in prison is. Yeah, they're miserable. They're fucking. It's a nightmare.
Just
for
get
them.
the context
But-
is what.
But the
the context.
It's been our experience with this dumb show talking to guys that have been in and out of jail. It's like the majority of people, it becomes your life.
And what,
you're
his
not completely suffering. You'd rather be out on the outside, I'm sure. But it becomes your thing.
And because his dumb family got caught and sent to prison, that I'm friends with cops and have them over my house for a party is a problem with Renee. What the fuck was that about?
But some people who aren't squares too, like jail comes with the territory, and it's like they're not afraid of. That's why you go back in and out. It's like I'm once you're a person of the street, you get caught. what are you going to be when you come out? What are you going to make, $10,000 a year? What are you going to make, $30,000 a year? A regular guy who's a plumber, I guess plumbers make 60, maybe, you know what I mean? It's like he's used to that. He knows how to live like that, and he's going to live like that for his whole life. But a guy who does crime, and then you go to jail, you're not jail is not a deterrent after you're there.
And steal somewhere else.
Can I tag?
But I'm saying is,
Patrice, let me jump in here because you make a great point. And then on top of that, you get out of jail, and now it's on your record, so now you can't even get a legitimate
You can't get a regular job.
I'm thinking if you come out of jail and you got a record now, you should go to the top of the fucking list to be hired.
Wow.
Think about it, though. Because they make it even
that's
harder.
A fucking great point, because as the fact being, they send you to jail to rehabilitate. They say you are now okay to go back in society.
But you have the thing on your record.
Nothing. But the only option is I'm going to either work at McDonald's where you can lie about working there. Like you can lie about your reference and lie about having a record.
Yeah.
Or to survive, you got to do some fucked up shit and go back.
Any legitimate job, an employer is not going to hire you if you have that on your fucking record. So I'm thinking if you have that on your record, then that's the people you should be hiring. Because
I think that's a fucking great point,
it'll
man.
keep the streets a little safer.
That's better than, I think that's higher than affirmative action. Really, I'm telling you, because a black person without a record, okay, has a better chance than anybody coming out of jail, and you're trying to do the right thing, and you're like, look, first you got a parole officer. When you're a ward of the state, I watch some of these things where you go on parole. If they gave me 10 years in prison, okay, I serve 3, and I do 7 years parole, I'd rather do the whole 10. I know that sounds fucking crazy. The whole 10 and not be a ward of the state.
Wow.
Because it's like having a master. The jail is already in your life. Now they constantly are on you about going back, and you got to report to this guy who can say, you know what, I'm going to fuck you on your piss test. I'm going to fuck you because you were late reporting to me. I'm going to put you back in jail for another year. Then you get out and you still got the whole 6 over your head. You can't leave the state. You can't do anything. You can't get a job. When you get out of jail, and if they say that you are fucking good enough to leave jail, they should make people fucking hire you. Or only have the ability to have the law enforcement check your record. Everybody else, you're a fucking free guy.
Civilian or whatever.
You're a civilian.
Because why wouldn't you go back to doing street shit after you get out of jail?
There's no choice.
You don't have a choice.
You want a murderer?
Well, I'm
working with your fucking.
Obviously, my theory has some fucking holes in it, but I'm just saying it's not the craziest thing.
But the state, it's like, look,
I'm not saying
don't let him out. You're saying he's a part of society now.
Right.
Don't let him out.
Yeah, but you're part of society with consequences based on your fucking
consequences?
Your actions.
But that's gonna come back to bite you because
you went to jail was the fucking reason you went. Like the jail is supposed to be there for your rehabilitation. It's the purpose of going. You commit murder. I put you in. This is why I always said one thing. I don't agree with Michael Vick. I'm a dog lover. But the thing about Michael Vick going to jail and all these apologies that he had to do, jail is here, so you don't ever have to say I'm sorry.
But there's shit that happens after you get out because you were in.
What do you mean?
What if I joined the KKK and then I'm not in the KKK anymore? Should people just be like, well, he's out now?
No. That's the KKK isn't.
But it's a repercussion based on what I did.
This is all quote end quotes, okay? The state is saying to the society, we're taking him out of society. This guy gets life with no parole. We think what he did was so fucked up he can't. He's not good enough to come back with us.
Yeah.
The other guy is 10 years, 10 to 25. He gets out, or 25 to life, maybe 15 to life. 15 years, if we think in 15 years, if he's doing okay here, we're going to give him a chance in society. Okay? He has he now 10 to life, 25 to life. He has the rest of his life to be a ward of the state. Okay? He has to be on a straight and narrow. He goes into a fucking job, okay? And he has a skill. Like, look, I think if he has a Wall Street skill, or if he has a fucking executive position skill, get this motherfucker executive position job, even though he fucking committed the murder. Only because the state, now your Klan point don't make sense because you chose the Klan, then you chose leaving.
But
the Klan's not the state.
But you chose the crime.
Yeah, but people make mistakes, and you never made a fucking mistake.
I made a mistake by joining the Klan. What happened?
What big mistake you made in your life, man? Anything?
Got married.
Yeah, there's.
But I mean, okay, but you got married. All right. Now you got married, and the Jill situation that's documented. Yeah. Right.
Not much
the next bitch coming around. Every bitch from there on judges what you are by the fact that you had 2 failed relationships.
Well,
now they judge you immediately based on that.
That's true.
I mean, it's like it's unfair.
Why is it unfair, though? Tell you the truth.
Yeah,
I'll even be honest with you.
You lost your point.
Why is it unfair?
It's unfair because you want to check. But if you could never,
I did it.
If you could never get,
don't mean
that's not the point.
Doesn't mean I'll never do it again.
That's not the point. The point is the new girls. You never. And this is hypothetical to the hypotheticalness. You can't get another girl based on what you did with those other 2 relationships.
Well, like the convict, you would have to rebuild your trust. And if you got to go out and work a shitty job and then work
shitty job is fine, by the way. A shitty job is fine. Yeah. It's hard to get a shitty job. And if you're a felon, you can't get a shitty. Where do you go? Yeah, you can rebuild your trust. Good point. But that's what I'm saying. But right now you don't. You could get pussy tomorrow.
You could fix cars over there at Lundegaard's fucking.
You can, but go over to Lundegaard's and go, hey,
fucking Shep Proudfoot.
We can continue this after the break.
That's fucking.
Nope. Don't know him. Won't vouch for him.
That's a great the fucking Fargo. Why do I know Fargo analogies?
I love that fucking movie.